Hello there, I've got an update on the Cipher project and how that's getting along. I've got an update on an interview I had with Danny De Hek on his channel. We discussed the Hex protocol and what I thought about investing on it, and he asked some questions, and it was a good conversation. An update on the TIME Dividend token, how that's getting along, and how the Internet Money Wallet is getting along. So this section of the update is to do with the cipher and how that's going on. So what I'll start with is that I'm not happy with the way that the letters that we have in the cipher are distributed as 92 possible letters, and there's billions and billions of different ways that you can organize them. So what I want to do is I want to take little chunks that will fit into a number that can be got from 60 times 60 times 24 to 320, 365 and 10. So basically what that would be is that whatever the team data, and I should have the team data open here. So if I go here, whatever the team data's got per season in terms of the different teams can go, and you can pick dates, and it would randomly, well, it's not randomly, but it would go and pick the date from that particular one. So anything as close to the 1st of January would be getting towards the zero end of this scale, and anything up to the 31st of December would be to the higher end of the scale. My idea being is that if you were to take and sort this by alphabetical order or by some other order, you would say, right, what is the where are the teams that begin with the letter A? So you could Brighton there, Burnley, a little bit uh, after Brighton. So Brighton, in this particular instance of Ipswich Town in 2005, would be the first one. So you could go and pick that, which would be the home game, which is this one here. So that would be the 15th of April. The next one you looking towards picking would be the away game, and it gives an element of randomness against the way that you pick them. Now you wouldn't pick them per se on this one because you must have the opportunity of having zero change to absolutely everything changed. So I'm going to have to put a bit of thought into that going forward, but that doesn't stop me working at this present moment in time. So as you get a number that comes back to be in this kind of range and to fit within that, I'm first of all going to take the 92 to 89 on that list, and then randomly put them towards a number that's between 0 and 1, and that number there. It's 88, 85, blah 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 blah, going all the way down. In that way, there, that you are what I'm doing is that I'm actually going to simulate having a number that could be anything from that to the absolute trillions. Let's make this as hard as possible to anybody to guess and to brute force. I don't care if it's over the top. That's kind of what I want to do. Just the working set ASCII sets. So I'm taking in a whole load of the randomly received numbers, and this is how many times I'm going to go and look for them numbers in any particular order. Now I've got some form of this working, so it comes back with something. I'm not quite 100% happy because I'm not sure if this is is okay or not. I want to run tests on this, so that's the reason why I kind of stopped and looked at this. The idea that it always goes and tries one a little bit higher than what this comes back with is I'm not sure. This is when, in the instance when we don't find it in the first instance of looking at that particular code. There's a string that we set off with, so that is the raw string that comes back, and this kind of will go back and give you a number all over the place. That's the idea. I have updated this test, which is to look for the teams, and that's now passing, which is good. And here we got the test that I've got. So I've got a whole series of just numbers that I've created that's going to simulate what comes back from the from the number that comes back. If I had that particular set of tests, that's going to go through, and we're going to get at the outcome of this test that these are in fact equal. Let's give that test a run, as that's in at the moment. Run the test. Well, I've run the test, I'll get a pass. I want to show you a bit more than that, but it doesn't matter. I've ran that test. What's it done? It's come back with a pass. Let's go and debug the test so we can actually see a little bit of what I'm talking about. There we are. It's gone through. It's given us a list of numbers. So you're saying take the first number, which is number 90 in here, and then go and take 87.6. It's got a look about it that will give you a set of strings to be working, which is just quite a lot different. It goes through here, it appends all the code to them. So if I do that, it comes to the end there. I'll F10 again, which is to the next one. So we've got an expected result there, which is that particular string, which is nicely muddled up that string. And then we've got the actual result here, which are equal. They are equal, the test passes. Therefore, that does what I was expecting that to do. That's the end of the update for what I've done so far on the crypto cipher. So Danny De Hek was kind enough to get me onto his show and started to ask me some questions after I mentioned that I saw that he had Hex.com under investigation. I said that I was happy with my investment and the likes. So Danny grilled me as to what do I know, and I'll just play a little bit of it.
So what I'm sort of interested in is probably why you are happy with your investment would probably be a fair question. So what makes you happy with this, with your Hex investment at the moment?
You go and you buy it on the open market. It goes up and down as it goes up and down in price, which is as anything does. The staking mechanism of it, I believe, was fully explained, so that you can stake from a short period of time to a very long period of time, which would be 15 years.
Yeah.
And the idea of it is if you stake, you earn an interest, which is basically an inflation that the coin has, which is basically divvied out to people who are staked. If you're not staked, you can have it liquid and you can trade it like any other coin.
Yeah.
I'm down because where I am, not by a tremendous amount, but I am down. And if it was to go up and I could take profits with it, I'd be happy. If not, it that very much is the risk that I took. And I haven't seen anything in it.
And that was the start of the conversation. Danny was good enough to have me on for about an hour, and we talked about the stuff. If you're interested, please go and have a look. So I was in the conversation I was having with Danny De Hek, we were talking about the Highest Estate movie, which is the one that Richard Hart had brought out, and also he mentioned the Bitconned movie. So I'll just play the clip a little bit here.
Yeah, well worth a watch. I'll put that back in the chat room. But this guy was making, I reckon, they've put it in the chat room for me here, but you guys know me well. I haven't. It's quite good because he's talking about how he's making $500,000 a day and fast cars, and I don't know about fast women, but
so MatiAllin had a conversation with Ray Trapani from the Bitcoin documentary that's out there. It was challenging to watch this, but it gave us a bit of insight into what Ray Trapani hopefully is trying to do in cleaning his act up. Let's have a quick listen.
Yeah, absolutely. Not at all. I moved out when I was like 16, and I kind of was just on like a rampage, path of destruction from that age up until my arrest. And like once I got arrested and I was like I had like this kind of spiritual awakening type of feeling because I had like no withdrawals and I was coming off so many drugs. Like during Centra, I was taking roughly like 25 Xanax a day, every single day. I was on Suboxone, which was for my former opiate habit that I had. So I was just like, if people watch lives from when I was on Centra, I don't know how anybody invested in that coin. I was literally like half asleep, like mumbling into the microphone, talking to people. So yeah, I mean, and it's not an excuse for it, but it's just you know, I was just not there until I got sober. Like that's really just like when my whole personality changed, right? Like anybody on that's been an addict in the past or has had an opiate addiction, like you know, people. I have friends that you go to the programs and you hear stories about them stealing from their you know their grandma or their mother. You know, like it's a common thing. So like to you know, it's like what I did is it's not just trying to justify what I did, but as an addict, there was no means that I would have stopped to try to make any sort of money to fund my habits, right? Like I would have never stopped. Like it took me to get sober to like once you don't you break that habit, then you're kind of in a better place where you can try to focus on positive things in life.
Yeah, when you were a kid and you had trauma, then drugs became the self-medication that you had when you didn't have the other skills that you needed.
Yeah, this is a video that I'd recommend anybody watch because it, it, it's challenging to watch. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, so we had a conversation. It came to an end, and we just had a couple of little things that we talked about right at the end.
Yeah, I don't know, so I can't really have an opinion on that. We have got eyes on the OG address. What's OG?
So this is what I was talking about, the OA address and the OG address, those original guys, so that there's these addresses that monies have never left, but if they were to leave, they would have serious consequences.
Oh, I
for
see,
the
right.
investors.
So it's like we all know it's high risk investment, this crypto stuff. So it's not alarming to people the fact that yes, things could change and we could lose all our money in a heartbeat.
If money came out of the OA address or the OG, one of the OG addresses, the way I understand it is that would be the fraud that you'd be looking for. That would definitely be fraud.
Yeah. There's one from KB. I don't have a lot of confidence in Richard, to be honest, by the sound of his so far. And I think that's we're pretty sure on that, aren't we?
The man is Marmite. He definitely is. It's
yeah. I still wouldn't mind I don't know if I want his wardrobe, but I wouldn't mind the cars he drives and the castle he lives in. But we'll find out. And I don't really I don't need a paperweight diamond, but was it 4.5 million he paid for that or something crazy like that?
Yeah, I held my nose when I saw that.
Yeah, right. Didn't he claim to be Satoshi Nakamoto at some point, or am I getting him mixed up with someone else?
You're getting him mixed up with someone else, as I believe. I have seen the videos where he has exposed someone who claimed to be Satoshi.
Do you know, with the scam that we were doing this morning, they have Mr. Satoshi has actually come on into their Zoom meetings and talked to them, and Mr. Satoshi is helping them set up a rip-off version of Bitcoin, and it's like, oh my goodness! And they've had him on about 3 or 4 times that I can remember. And you're sitting here thinking, come on, guys! I mean, isn't the guy that invented Bitcoin meant to be like anonymous? And the idea he was meant to be Mr. Well, no one knew who he was. Was that right? I don't know how the story went.
Well, nobody, from what I understand it, nobody does know who Satoshi is. If you'd interviewed me 2 years ago to today, I'd have asked you what crypto was.
Yeah.
You know, I've done a huge amount of learning on this since then. You know, one of the reasons why I'm a little bit apprehensive is that with only 2 years of experience, you know, I've got to be careful what I say, because I could be saying something that I believe is true that isn't,
Yeah.
because I don't have tremendous amount. I've got a lot of experience as a software developer, but that's saying what they call as Web 2, not Web 3. In fact, I
Yep.
started with COBOL, so that's how long I've been writing software. But I'm very interested in it. I want to put stuff together. I want to provide something to the community in terms of some utility from coding and the likes. But I'm taking it slow.
Oh, good on you, mate. I mean, honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised because I've been doing this for 2 years, and I've managed to find myself in meetings with all sorts of people. But that's cool, mate. I think I remember watching a Hyperverse meeting, and people were complaining they couldn't get their money out, and they were actually going after Sam Lee at the time.
Yeah.
And he runs most of the platforms of these scams. And I remember the guy who was talking said that 2 years ago I knew nothing about crypto, and I had no understanding about what I was doing. But he said I'm up to speed now, and because this guy was 70 plus years of age, and he said, and I know that you've ripped us off and blah blah blah. He got stuck into him, but it was such a I think we're all similar. I mean, I really struggle to get my head around the understanding and I'm the sort of guy that would go to London, get inside the subway, be totally lost and totally confused, and be in there for a month, and then all of a sudden I would know every single nook and cranny of the subway off by heart. But at the moment I'm at that stage where I'm trying to get a clear picture. So I often say to people, every time I'm investigating a scam, it's like I get little bits of jigsaw puzzle, and I do all the straight bits, I do all the color bits, and I put them all together, and then all of a sudden the overall picture becomes very clear, and it comes together really quick. That's sort of how my brain ticks.
So there you go. Thank you very much, Danny. So I'm gonna move on to internet money now. So the time dividend token and internet money wallet, and also I'll talk a little bit about the prices in the pulse chain ecosystem. So if you were watching last week, you saw me talk about this this line here, and how we'd start to go up quite nicely in the dollar value. As everything, you hit tops, and when you hit a top, even though that was getting more PLS, the price of PLS came down, and we kind of just ended up coming down a little bit. But because you're getting more PLS and the likes, we'll see how this goes. But it's a good demonstration that things don't just go up forever. On the time dividend chart here, in terms of the price action for that, is that it has gone up considerably in price since the 7th of January. It hit a top, gone back down, and it's moving up slightly. I personally will not be selling any of this, but it's the dividends that attract me to being an investor here. But it does demonstrate quite nicely that you don't, if you see the price going up, just wait a while, and it will find its value. But that's where that is. So if I go back to my watch list here, I do watch the other time tokens and the IM top coins here. I don't really want to talk too much about them at this present moment in time. I'm concentrating on time and PLS to demonstrate it at this present moment in time. So as of today, the prices of PLS, Hex, and PLS have gone up slightly. You'll go to look at the chart again. Again, another demonstration here of where I have some targets here of where I'm looking towards doing stuff in the actually ecosystem. So we got this downswept here in July, and we've gone well above that. We went right up here to some highs. Again, we had the retrace, and we came back down. It's following this kind of line as it stands at the moment. We'll see how that goes. It was going up like that. It's slower in terms of what it's doing, but it's still nice. Retracers are good in these ecosystems. The very similar chart on Hex, on P-Hex. Get that to go back over to there, and we seem to have hit a level now here on Hex. Just demonstrating this in case anybody out there is thinking about investing at all. Do a lot of research. There is a lot of information out there. Technical analysis is not brilliant here, but you'll see much better technical analysis out there. Again, we've got the PLS chart. Again, where we had a line here, the line is not quite as aggressive as what it was before. It's above this thing called sacrifice rate. So people bought so that's kind of where that is at the moment on the price actions and the price charts. On the internet money side, this is the guy who is from the Texan token, and it was announced that if you were to buy some time, you could put it into a buy and burn lock, and if you buy and burn locked it, what it did is if you made that decision and put it into the Texan side of that, you would be burning Texan token. Now, burning Texan token means there's less Texan token on the market, which could be quite bullish for the token. So if that's particularly the way you'd like to do it, it's something you can do it. So I'm just going to listen with you what Rags to Riches has got to say.
Know about it and think about it. You see that logo with the hexagon with the Texan state flag in there. That sticks with you. You got to admit that. You might recall a recent announcement I made indicating the initiation of a buy and burn contract for the Texan token integrated within the Internet Money interface. Here's an in-depth look. Each transaction through the Internet Money wallet incurs a fee of 0.729% payable in PLS. Remarkably, 100% of these fees are allocated currently right now to time token holders, proportionate to their holdings in their wallet. So the more time that you hold, the greater amount of those fees that you will receive. The team at Internet Money devised an innovative strategy. They proposed allocating a segment, and we got a subscriber. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have subscribed. Do not like, comment, or subscribe. But here we go. The team at Internet Money devised an innovative strategy. They proposed allocating a segment of these transaction fees for the buy and burn of community tokens. This strategy not only benefits the communities by encouraging usage of the IM wallet, but also supports the continuous and perpetual buy and burn of their tokens. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, Texan. So let's delve into the mechanics. Pretty simple here. Upon visiting app.internetmoney.io, you'll be greeted with an interface divided into two main functionalities, and we will show this in a second. The first section facilitates public call functions to buy and burn Texan tokens. The second section offers an intriguing opportunity for Texan enthusiasts to amplify the buy and burn process. Wait, that's pretty cool. Is that a mechanic that allows people to actually increase the buy and burn for Texan if they are fanatics of our protocol? Yes, it does. So you have the power. I do not have the power, okay? I don't have the power to do anything. The community has the power, and they decide whether or not they want to do what I'm about to describe. So yes, you did hear that correctly. Amplify. By holding time tokens or acquiring more, you can deposit your time into this platform to increase the rate of Texan token buy and burn. A notable aspect of this contract is its immutability, operating without any administrative keys. So, there is a Texan token buy and burn that's operational right now. It went live last night. If you are a Texan community member, you like what we do, it resonates with you, and you want to contribute to the Texan ethos, contribute to the Texan buy and burn, there's a way to do that. Okay, we can increase this as a community. And I'm very interested to see how far we can take this. So I am going to go, let me go ahead and share this out. Okay, so this is internetmoney.io. If you go to the top, there's something that says DApp or DApp. Rednecks say DApp. So here's the DApp. Okay. So buy and burn. It says, please connect your wallet before proceeding. There's 2 boxes. This is the first box. This first box are the publicly callable functions that allow the buy and burn to take place for Texan. The second box at the bottom, there's 2 boxes. The second one basically approves access to your wallet or revokes access. You can deposit your time tokens or you can withdraw your time tokens. Remarkably, already there seems to be 1.752 million time tokens that have been deposited in this that are contributing to the Texan buy and burn. So how would this work? You would connect your wallet, be sure that it's a hardware wallet and you're doing this on a desktop for maximum security. That's the only way I suggest that you do this, and the only way that I suggest that you tell anybody else to do this if you're interested in supporting Texan. So you can approve it. It will see that you have time token in your wallet. If you don't have time token, another benefit to this little collaboration here is time token. People can go buy a time token and they can stake it into this front end to buy and burn Texan. So Internet Money gets some buy pressure there too, which is pretty neat. So you deposit it, input amount, do that, and that's the only thing you have to do until you are ready to take it out whenever you want to. There is no lockup period, okay? You can sit there and have your time token appreciate like everything else. Very important, complete disclosure here. If you do put this into this contract, the time token, you're not going to receive those PLS rewards. You will instead be pumping Texan. If you have Texan token in your wallet, that could be beneficial to you. Okay, I want to be very clear about that.
Right, so that was a bit of an explanation of a development. Yeah, that's great. As always, I'm going to leave it the last words to KG, and thank you very much.
We appreciate every single person who has been on this journey with us. Every person who will join us on this journey, welcome. If you ever have any questions, join the Telegram community. All the resources you need are at internetmoney.io.
What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is more than just money. Cryptocurrency is a lifestyle, a philosophy, an ecosystem, the means by which human beings to attain financial freedom, not just in the sense of multiplying their investment, but giving humans the ability to interact with money in any way that they see fit. And if that way doesn't already exist, that's the beauty of crypto, is you can create it. And that's what we've done here. Internet money is the future. Internet money